Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and my name is Sanam. Today's video, I'll be talking about 7 bad money habits that millennials should get rid of. So let's get to it. Before I begin, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's get to it. It can be hard to get a good handle on your finances, especially when you're first starting out in your career or have very few cash to spare. Throw in some student loan debt, worldwide pandemic, and growing economic uncertainty, and it can seem especially daunting to get your financial situation on the right track. While there are many aspects of financial situations that you can't control, getting rid of bad money habits and forming new responsible habits when it comes to spending and borrowing can set you up for success. Spending more than you earn. So we all fall into this category where we go on endless shopping and basically disregarding any concept of budgeting, and we just window shop and then we go in the mall and just buy anything we want to, even if we consider this is an investment. Your new Gucci shoes, yeah, think of that as an investment, whatever that is. But we've all done that and regret and have buyer's remorse at the end. How much you spend versus how much you earn is one of the key factors that can make or break your financial health. You should always aim to spend less than you make each month, with the goal of saving 20% of your income each month. Well, this sounds simple enough. Life can get in the way sometimes, whether you have a couple of unexpected expenses that tank your budget, you lose a source of income, or you just don't quite make enough to meet your basic needs each month. Even if you find yourself unable to spend less than you make right now, earning more money than you spend should always be your ultimate goal when it comes to setting your finances in order. Living above your means. Living above your means can seriously put a dent in your finances. And the term keeping up with the Joneses is apropos, because you see your neighbor buying a new Benz and you're like, okay, if that individual, that family can afford it, we live in the same zip code, yeah, I think we should also buy another car that we can't afford right now because we have 2 kids and one of them is going to college. But because our neighbor ended up buying a Mercedes-Benz, we can't look cheap in front of our neighbors. Hell no, that can't happen. And we basically disregard all of the saving habit that we've built up, and then we just put it down in the tank and just let it go. While you probably don't need to be frugal to the extreme, you should steer clear of expensive and unnecessary purchases like new cars, luxury apartments, and fancy vacations if you're still trying to get your financial footing. This doesn't mean you can't treat yourself every once in a while, but it does mean you should make it work within your budget. Not building up your emergency fund. Now, this might be the biggest tip of this whole entire video, and especially because we're in the situation right now with COVID, we should pay attention to savings and saving for rainy day fund, especially 3 to 6 month worth of living expenses, and what to put down as part of your living expenses should be basically your rent, your groceries, and your credit card bill. Add them up and see how much that becomes. Let's just say arbitrarily your total expenses comes down to $1,000, just so the math is simple. Now try to save for 3 months expenses. That should be your first saving goal. So that will be what? $3,000. $1,000 of total living expenses times 3 months of living expenses, that's $3,000. So in case you get laid off or you're sick or something ridiculous like COVID-19 occurred in the future, 3 months of expenses is paid off because of your savings. Now, if you can save up to 6 months, that's an ideal situation. $6,000. Not saving for retirement. I know we as millennials, we think we're so young and retirement is long distance. When we're 16, 30, and 40 seemed long in the future. but it has come knocking on the door, right? Similarly, your retirement will come knocking in your door. And if you are not prepared, just like COVID-19, saving was important, wasn't it? When retirement comes along, knocking in your door, saving for your retirement becomes even more important. Because at that time, I don't think you will be able to work like you can work right now. And not only that, you think you can live off Social Security benefits. I'm here to give you guys a rude awakening. Social Security will not be inexistent during our retirement age. So save for your own retirement. If your employer doesn't offer any retirement savings option, you can contribute to a traditional or Roth IRA. Contribution limit is $6,000 in 2020. Once you've maxed out your retirement contribution for the year, you can save or invest in any additional cash that's left over. Not paying your credit card bills in full. This should be your ideal goal, paying your credit card in full. But I understand that most of us aren't in a situation where we can actually pay off all of the credit card balance at once. So in that case, I would suggest to actually incrementally increasing your payment towards your credit card. So let's say you normally pay the bare minimum, which is like $35, right? Okay, for that month, pay $35. Next month, increase it to $55. The following month, increase it to $65. And month after that, $75, $85, $100. And then you can actually say, huh, I'm actually making progress toward paying my credit card bill. And that'll accelerate to decrease your overall credit card balance. Next is spending too much on groceries. My family and I have issues with this as well, just like most of you guys have. In this situation, what I suggest you guys do is shop in bulk. And my personal favorite is going to shop in Costco, where you can just buy a lot of different things at such a discounted price, and you get more for your money because they'll just give you 2-in-1 prices. It's better than going to Starbucks. And yes, in that way, you can save a lot more money. Do not think just because you graduated from your undergrad or your grad school, you think they're not gonna notice. The lenders, when they give you that money, they want something in return. And that money, it's not just out of nowhere. It's not just they printed that money. It's investors' money. They're giving investors' money to you to study. So then when you graduate and then you work, you give them the reward in interest. So if you're thinking to avoid your student loans, I don't think that's gonna happen. And you can't default on this loan like you can with business loans. Unfortunately, that's not written in the law. So, my personal case, when I graduated in 2016 and started working, my first year of salary, I basically used that toward paying my student loan. So, after graduation, my net worth was like negative close to 15,000 or so. After a year of working, I came away with $0 net worth. And now, here talking to you guys, have built over 6 figures of net worth and can actually give you guys my advice on how I was able to do it. It wasn't that I found a secret recipe through some, gurus. It's just building up good habits, good savings habits, good investing habits, and then putting that money to work. Where I put my money, I put in stocks, real estates, where it grows. And there's no way I'm going to lose my money if I put in companies like Apple, if I buy good real estate in good markets. And that's what I've been able to do. I want to share my knowledge to all you guys so you guys can actually reap the rewards of my mistakes and some of the successes that I've able to achieve. So if you guys found today's video helpful, please don't forget to smash that like button, share, and subscribe to my channel for more content. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.